Last time on my attempt to learn Pokemon's hardest game, we got past Red, the last barrier between us and the first gym. To help take on the large difficulty jump that comes once reaching Rustboro, the player is given some encounters to reinforce their box before diving into the gym challenge. In the city proper, you're able to catch a grass type, and we add Cacnea to our squad. To the northeast of the city, we attempt to add a Grimer to our team. Oh my god, you're kidding me! But instead learn a valuable lesson. And with that, it was time for the gym. The make or break for if you'll enjoy running Emerald Kaizo shows up for the first time here, prepping for fights. Route trainers can generally be dispatched without too much effort, especially as you fight them for the third or fourth time. But gym battles require you to pull out the damage calculator and plan out exactly how you want to manage each trainer to minimize your potential for losing a Pokemon. I say minimize because even with a perfectly prepped plan, a critical hit, unlucky flinch, or bad damage rolls can cause your plan to crumble and have to be adapted on the fly. School Kid Josh, the very first fight in Roxanne's gym, presents you with the value of prepping from the start. Josh's lead is a level 15 Geodude holding a choice band that only knows one move, Self-Destruct. With planning and a team sheet, he's easily dispatched by a Pokemon that can outspeed and one-shot the Sluggish Rock, like Abby the Krabby. Next in is Sudowoodo, that can snowball out of control by setting up Calm Minds, and can also be a pain to switch in safely to with the coverage of Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, and Rock Tomb, who is faster by 1. You're gonna Calm Mind. I think that's fine for us? Didn't factor that in. Ice Punch does a whole hell of a lot more now. This is actually very bad for us. Or maybe it'll Calm Mind again. Okay. Just a crit here, completely save us, no worries. Rock Tomb? Oh, that's gonna slow us down. Oh, no. This is bad. This is very bad. We missed 2 Supersonics. For the guaranteed kill, probably. We're dead. Well, at least we have a new PB. Good lord, buddy. And that simple mistake of not planning for Calm Mind in the prep phase lost us 4 Pokemon and killed my second run right as it was starting the game momentum. So we went back to the truck for run 3. This looks very bad. I very realistically can lose this. I swear to God. And then quickly back to the truck once again for run 4, where luckily our rival fight went much better. Wurmple, Numel, Ekans, Goldeen, and Ralts were added to our team in our first batch of encounters. And our previous experience let us get all the way to Petalburg without dropping a Pokemon, where we added Corphish, Spoink, and then later in the woods, Hoot Hoot to our squad. With the wide variety of Pokemon at our disposal, we are even able to make it all the way to Rustboro without dropping a single Pokemon, 2 better than our previous run that got here. Making our final preparations for our rematch with School Kid Josh, we had Execute, Yanma, and a third encounter this time. Above Rustboro, you're able to either delay this encounter for later in the game to potentially catch a stronger Pokemon, or fish for a fossil Pokemon with your old rod. On my previous run, I opted to delay this encounter, but seeing how disastrous that previous run went, I decided having an additional option for the gym would be best and grabbed Kabuto. And with that, we headed back again to School Kid Josh for our rematch. Geodude fell without issue this time to our Corphish, and again we were face to face with Sudowoodo. But now we're slower. I think it might be... There's a possibility for Mega Drain Bullet Seed to kill. I think I'm gonna Mega Drain Bullet Seed. Calm Mind. Okay. Okay, let's add that into the calcs. This gets a little sketchy. This is what happened last time. Do we rock the Hypnosis here? I think Hypnosis actually might be the move. I wanna say that's probably what I'm gonna do. Oh no. Okay. I think we need Hypnosis to get out of here. Hypnosis and then a couple Mega Drains. It's the crit! You're kidding me, dude! Great! We got a +2 Sudowoodo in front of us again. I'm going to lose to the same thing. Yeah, I don't have any idea about the early game. And even after facing the horrors of the fake tree last time, I planned poorly for them again and lost 2 Pokemon, which ended up snowballing us into another failed run. On the bright side, I did end up powering through this run and made it to face off with Roxanne for the first time, albeit with only a team of 4 to take on her 6. Emerald Kaizo is all about taking what you've learned from your past mistakes and correcting them. Maybe not right away, but moving forward stronger and hopefully smarter every time you go through. For a bit of variety, we give the female protagonist, and much more importantly, Trico a shot for Run 5. Luvdisc, Spearow, Sandshrew, Slugma, then Marill, Seedot, and then the reduced charm bounce is going to do a little bit less. Oh, it's a... Bounce is a flying type move! Can't really go safely back into Selma. I mean, we probably would be fine. Let's go into Steven. We're going to do a little swap around. Again, crit does... God damn it! Having to risk a crit is just a fact of life in the early game of Kaizo. In some situations, there's nothing you can do about it. But here, and in my earlier runs, a lot of risk could have been mitigated by managing my levels and experience better. While we're on the topic, let's talk about a core mechanic of Emerald Kaizo, EXP management. One of the main rules of modern Pokemon Challenge runs is the level cap. This rule states that the Pokemon cannot exceed a certain level going into a boss fight of an area. This adds an additional layer to fights as you inch closer and closer to a level cap, as you want to be strong enough so the weaker trainer fights aren't too risky, but not too high leveled that you can't use a Pokemon in key fights leading up to the gym leader. For the Roxanne split, which has a level cap of 16, the rule of thumb is as follows. Be around 10 to 12 for the first few routes, then have your Mons around 12 to 13 for the fight with the Forest Grunt, and then between 13 to 15 for Red, depending on the state of your team. And then finally, you want most Mons being around 14 for the first fight of Roxanne's gym. One of the fatal flaws of my early runs was being so fearful of over-leveling that I was making early fights much more difficult and dangerous than they needed to be. Not only does proper leveling save the onslaught of early fights from sapping your mental energy, but it allows you to more easily swap between 3 or more Pokemon in a fight to spread out the EXP so thin that it really doesn't make a dent. So although again, Run 5 made it to Roxanne, and we were able to give her much more of a battle than on previous attempts, losing Trico early, a huge boon in Roxanne's gym, snowballed into another failed run. For Run 6, we ended with our baseline 2 Pokemon lost heading into Roxanne's gym, with our Beautifly being taken by Magma Grunt's pursuit, and Snubbull being dropped by playing way too risky against Red's Eevee. So with another rep of the early game, we headed in to fight Josh again. On this run, it was Oddish's role to take care of Geodude. Oddish baited in not Sudowoodo, but Josh's Ammonite this time. But now being more seasoned and confident in my play, I go to Ammonite on the Aurora Beam, and then into Trico on the Water Pulse, who's able to dispatch their Ammonite. And here again comes the run killer Sudowoodo. So I wonder if, like, Absorb Bullet Seed does it? Let's give that a shot. Because this will certainly get us back to full. Back to full. Wow, that does so much less. Okay. -1. We are still faster. Crit Rock Tomb always kills. Got it. This probably knocks us into berry range and then makes it safe, but I think this is still the shmove. We hope for not Rock Tomb. Okay. Is that not berry range? Oh, shit. Or at Calm Minds. Interesting. I guess it becomes a smaller range. I wonder if it's still range with the +1. Definitely is. Okay. So now we know it's going to be Thunder Punch, though. We go into Olivia Toxic, and then we can do some we only have 2 Mons left, so I think we need to do some switching shenanigans. Cool. So we're not going to take much, if anything, from Thunder Punch. Cool. So then we Toxic. We are slightly faster. Oh, might end up actually being Rock Tomb instead of Ice Punch. But we guaranteed get that, which is sweet. Another Calm Mind. I think we Mega Drain here. Gonna do a decent chunk. Rock Tomb to slow us down. Now we're going to be slower. So we're slower now. So, oh yeah, it's almost certainly going to be Ice Punch. There's like one overlapping roll, right? Yeah, we're going Dean to take the Ice Punch, and then we're going to go into Vincent to take the Thunder Punch. I think this is what we're looking for. Bingo. $11-16. Oh my god. Wild. That did a lot. We might just be cooking here. And thankfully, with some slick swishes, we're able to bring Josh to his final Pokemon, Zubat, who Voltorb is able to take down without issue. 1 down, 2 to go. Time for School Kid Tammy. Alright, let's see what we got. Cool. Okay, cool. We got bailed out. I should have also checked that we don't have any Pursuit Mons. A little dangerous, but we outspeed. Hit it with that Bubble Beam. Easy peasy. 27-34. No dice. No dice. We never get crit. Oh, actually, I did not say that. I never said that. No crit. Cool. Oh, man. I don't know if I'm playing prim and proper by the book by not playing around crits. I feel like you ideally want to, but I feel like you can't all the time. Or just one of them crits. Let's go. Call it momentum or call it learning from experience, but Tammy falls flawlessly as well. Only one trainer between us and our first serious shot at Roxanne. Hiker Mark's lead of a Speedy Onyx and his Baltoy both carry self-destruct, which adds an additional layer of stress to this fight, as an untimely boom could lose you a Pokemon you desperately need for Roxanne. So let's see how well I manage these two boomers. We are praying for no boom. We would like to see a dig here. Swagger. Gotcha. I mean, if you can hit through this, Cora, you're kind of the GOAT. Oh, let's go, Cora. Look at you. Okay. I take back every mean thing I've said about you. Okay. Cool. Which, ooh, do not love that. No crit, no act drop. Oh, it's a speed drop. That's actually, I think... Oh, now it's a speed tie. Giga Train is the perfect move here. Cool. I think, yeah, can't be playing around that junk. I drive myself crazy playing around it every single time. Okay, Baltoy. And that is the death of Kabuto as well. Signal Beam was the best thing we could have hoped for, and then we are going to Bubble Beam and kill it. And all we have left is Cacnea now. Which I think we can guarantee a grass move here. Just trust the calc. We don't need to do anything fancy. We can do this. This is the last mon. We just trust the calc. Cool. All right. Thankfully, I had some pretty solid answers this time for Mark, and the fight ended up being a breeze. That means with our starter still alive and only 2 Pokemon lost, we finally have a real chance at defeating Roxanne for the very first time. And that's where we're going to end this episode off. If you want to pick up where this video leaves off in the VODs, there's a link down in the description for that. And if you want to watch me stream these runs, subscribe over here on YouTube or follow over on Twitch to watch the dual stream live on either platform. And that about does it for me. I've been Saves Untitled. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.